Kalyan Rudra, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, IPS, Member Secretary, West Bengal Pollution Control Board for this ceremony, please. May I request Shri Devashri Datta Gupta, Chairman, Eastern Region, Indian Chemical Council, Shri Lalit Agarwal, President, Indian Plastics Federation, Shri Abhishek Kumar Agarwal, Chairman, Council on Plastics and Chemicals, MCCI, and Shri Abhishek Himmat Singh, Co-Chairman, Council on Plastic and Chemicals, to join for this ceremony. Thank you so much. May I now request our distinguished speakers to please join us on the dais. May I request Shri Namit Bajoria, President MCCI, to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani, Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of West Bengal, with Uttorio and memento, please. Thank you, President, for doing the honors. May I request Shri Abhishek Kumar Agarwal, Chairman, Council on Plastics and Chemicals, MCCI, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Kalyan Rudra, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, with Uttorio and memento, please. May I invite Shri Shamlal Agarwal, Honorary Secretary, Indian Plastics Federation and Committee Member of MCCI, and Shri Sanjay Goenka, Committee Member of MCCI, to kindly join on this dais and felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, IPS Member Secretary, West Bengal Pollution Control Board. Shri Sanjay Goenka to felicitate with Uttodio. Thank you so much. May I now request Shri Abhishek Himmat Singh, Co-Chairman, Council on Plastics and Chemicals, MCCI, to kindly felicitate Shri Devoshri Dr. Gupta, Chairman, Eastern Region, Indian Chemical Council, with a Uttodio. May I request Shri Namit Bajoria, President, MCCI, to kindly felicitate Shri Devoshri Dr. Gupta with a memento, please. May I request Shri Abhishek Himmat Singh to kindly felicitate Shri Lalit Agarwal, President, Indian Plastics Federation, with a Uttodio. May I request Shri Namit Bajoria, President, MCCI, to felicitate Shri Lalit Agarwal with a memento. Thank you so much. May I now request Shri Namit Bajoria, President, MCCI, to deliver the welcome address, please.
Thank you, Subrato. Mohammed Ghulam Rabbani, Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of West Bengal. Dr. Kalyan Rudra, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board. Dr. Rajesh Kumar, IPS, Member Secretary, West Bengal Pollution Control Board. Sri Devarsi Datta Gupta, Chairman, Eastern Region, Indian Chemical Council. Sri Lalit Agarwal, President, Indian Plastic Federation. Abhishek Agarwal, Chairman, Council on Plastics and Chemicals, MCCI. And Sri Abhishek Himmat Singh, Co-Chairman, Council on Plastics and Chemicals, MCCI. Distinguished members of MCCI, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a hearty welcome to all of you on this afternoon. I sincerely thank Mohammed Ghulam Rabbani, Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of West Bengal, for taking out time of his busy schedule to grace and address us in this conclave. We are extremely privileged to have you with us in this conclave and strongly believe that your suggestions and advice will help all stakeholders in the plastics and chemicals industries to scale to new heights. I also sincerely thank Dr. Kalyan Rudra, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, and Dr. Rajesh Kumar, IPS Member Secretary, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, for the kind presence, and we all look forward to the guidance and advice in creating a sustainable environment for the growth of plastic and chemical sectors, particularly in West Bengal. India's plastic and chemical sectors have been instrumental in shaping the country's economic landscape. With a combined GDP contribution of over 4.5%, these industries have created employment opportunities, driven exports, and fueled economic growth besides driving innovation and development. However, as we move forward, we also recognize the pressing need to adopt sustainable practices, environmental stewardship, and social responsibility. While India ranks third in the production of chemicals in Asia, contributing 3.4% to India's GDP, the sector is expected to reach $304 billion by 2025, with a growth at a CAGR of 9.3% between 2020 and 2025. India is also the world's third largest consumer of plastics, contributing 1.1% to the country's GDP, and is expected to reach $30 billion by 2025, with growth at a CAGR of 10.5% during the same period 2020 to 2025. There is no denying the fact that sustainability and growth are intricately linked. As we strive for economic progress, we must also acknowledge the pressing need for eco-friendly practices, resource efficiency and waste management. Our industries have a significant impact on the environment, and it is our responsibility to mitigate any adverse effects. India has witnessed significant strides in recent years. Initiatives like Makes in India, the PLI scheme, and the National Chemical Policy have boosted the growth of the chemical sector. Similarly, the plastic industry has made significant investments in recycling infrastructure and sustainable technologies. Coming to West Bengal, which has a rich industrial heritage and a strong presence in these two sectors. The state government's initiative to promote MSMEs, which we all know that Bengal is number 2 in the MSME sector, infrastructure development and ease of doing business have created a favorable ecosystem for industries to thrive. However, as we navigate the opportunities and challenges in these sectors, let us remember that sustainability is not a choice, but a necessity for the prosperity of our future generations. We must continue to innovate, adopt new technologies, and collaborate to drive sustainable growth. Let us work together to create a future where economic growth and environmental stewardship go hand in hand. This gathering represents a significant step forward in our collective endeavor to drive sustainability and innovation within these vital industries. As we stand at the crossroads of unprecedented environment challenges, we must reimagine our approach to production, usage, and disposal. By integrating sustainability into our industrial growth strategies, we can ensure that our state not only thrives economically, but also contributes to the global effort of preserving our environment. We have with us today Sri Devasi Dattagupta, Chairman, Eastern Region, Indian Chemical Council, and Sri Lalit Agarwal, President, Indian Plastic Federation. While I sincerely thank both of them for joining, we eagerly look forward to their deliberations to understand the vital role the chemicals and plastic sectors play in the social economic development of the region, but West Bengal in particular. Before I conclude, I'd like to specially request all the members of MCCI, the Indian Plastic Federation, and the Indian Chemical Council to take initiative in planting 5,000 trees at least over the next few months. And for the first time, I think, in our history, or as far as I remember, instead of lighting a lamp, we have planted a tree. It is just a way of making everybody understand and aware and sensitized that environment plays an important role. So I hope that with this, with all the speakers, learned speakers will be giving us more highlight in terms of how to sustain as well as grow, because I believe neither industry can be stopped, but at the same time, if for the economic development industry cannot be stopped, then we also must, with the help of new technology, new sciences, we should find out ways to stop the bad effects of this pollution and other environmental degradation things. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, President, for the welcome address. May I now request Shri Abhishek Kumar Agarwal, Chairman, Council on Plastics and Chemicals, MCCI, to kindly deliver the theme address, please.
Honorable Minister, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests and members of the chamber, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to all. Taking the theme which Mr. Namit Bajoria, Honorable President, has set for the plastic and chemical industry, shift between the industry requirement as well as the environmental concern, it is pivotal to recognize that the chemical and plastic industry serves as the backbone to numerous sectors, ranging from agriculture to healthcare, playing an indispensable role in our daily lives. However, with great power comes bigger responsibility. It's a paradoxical situation for a tightrope walk. The intricate nature of value chain demands unwavering commitment to environment, safety and sustainability at every step on the way. Plastic and chemicals, it's the first culprit for environmental concern. It's the first victim on environment perspective, a first solution provider to multiple of our daily needs, a first solution provider to employment generation and fostering economy, first target on replacement and limit usage, first target to develop sustainable product from biodegradable or renewable resources. There are many firsts in this coupled sector of plastic and chemicals. Today, India is the brightest spot on the globe, credit to our growing younger population, coupled with a zeal to excel in both manufacturing and service sector. Plastic industry has a long history of being a dominant contributor to Indian economy, engaging more than 4 million people in employment, covering 30,000 plus companies in operation. Demands for plastic has grown close to 8% year-on-year versus consumption growing by close to 16% on year-on-year basis. The market side of plastic industry is close to 3.6 lakh crore and can grow up to 5.7 lakh crore by 2030, with both demand and consumption growing at 2 times of GDP rate. On the other hand, chemical industry has been a global outperformer in India in terms of demand and stakeholders' wealth creation for more than a decade. Chemicals contribute close to 7% of India's GDP with an industry size of close to 25 lakh crore. Despite the growth opportunity, both plastic and chemicals have significant impact on environment. Industries are diligently working towards adopting sustainable manufacturing practice for resource extraction, recycling plastic waste and modernizing industrial process to reduce their impact on environment. Complying with the Sustainable Development Goals, reduction on Scope 1, 2 and 3 emission, becoming carbon neutral by 2050 or 60 or 70 is a direction towards which all industry is headed. Our beloved state of West Bengal, the sweetest spot on the map of India, has been a dominant player in both plastic and chemical industry over the past many decades. We will continue to play a significant role in contributing to nation's GDP. Our strategic location, catering to Northeast India as well as the Southeast Asia, infrastructure, skilled workforce, and necessary executive machinery mobilized by our Honorable Chief Minister, still makes West Bengal an attractive destination for new investments and manufacturing setups. Integrated Chemical Park and Integrated Plastic Park in Howrah should provide right infrastructure and ecosystem for upcoming industries. We, as responsible residents and industries of West Bengal, would contribute our part in state's development, making her a dream destination for global investment, fulfilling the vision of our Honorable Chief Minister. Thank you. This is all from my side. I would have more guests who would be speaking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairman, for the theme address. May I now request Shri Lalit Agarwal, President, Indian Plastics Federation, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of West Bengal, Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani ji. Respected Dr. Kalyan Rudra ji, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board. Respected Dr. Rajesh Kumar ji, IPS, Member Secretary, West Bengal Pollution Control Board. Respected Sri Devarshi Datta Gupta ji, Chairman, Eastern Region, Indian Chemical Council. Respected office bearers and members of Merchant Chamber of Commerce and other dignitaries present here. Good afternoon to all of you. Firstly, I would like to thank MCCI for inviting Indian Plastic Federation to be a part of this conclave. The topic of the conclave is at my heart and touches upon sustainable growth of plastic industry, which will impact our future generations. Indian Plastic Federation is one of the oldest plastic industry body in India. It was founded in 1957 and has approximately 900 members, and very soon it will be crossing 1,000 mark. Plastic has invaded every sphere of our life today and has become an integral and indispensable material. Polymers worldwide consumption has grown from 200 million metric ton in 2000 to 450 million metric ton in 2021 and is expected to go up to 1500 million metric ton by the year 2050. Out of 400 million metric ton, India's share is 5%, which is 22 million metric ton. In value terms, worldwide market size of plastic is $600 billion, which is rupees 50 lakh crore. The plastic industry contributes rupees 3,50,000 crore to Indian GDP, which is likely to go up to 10 lakh crore by the year 2030. There are 50,000 units in the plastic sector, plastic processing sector, employing 40 lakh people, and most of the plastic processing units are in MSME sector. In West Bengal perspective, there are 5,500 plastic processing units, processing about 2.5 million metric ton of polymers per year, which is 10% of the India's consumption, employing 6 lakh people, and it is contributing to 35,000 crore to the West Bengal government GDP. Plastic finds many applications in packaging, automotive, infrastructure, construction, consumer goods, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, electrical, electronics, textile, defense, agriculture, furniture, and many others. Packaging is the biggest consumer of plastic, consuming 45% of the overall polymer production. Plastic helps in increasing shelf life of the food items, which helps in eradicating the hunger and also decreases transportation cost of the food items. Increasing consumption of plastic will be driven by construction, automotive, and electrical industry worldwide. I must say that plastic is a very wonderful material which humankind has ever invented. It is low cost, yet lightweight, durable, and highly customizable. It is the cheapest and least contributor to the green gas house emission over the entire life cycle of the product. Against competing materials, like metal, paper, and glass. In spite of its advantages over competing material, it has become a victim of its own success. The very property that makes plastic incredible, useful, and durable material also makes it difficult to dispose of, with some type taking thousands of years to degrade in landfill. In spite of several negativities against plastics, it is going to stay in our life. In difficult times like COVID, plastic has been a savior. The negativity has arisen due to visible pollutions in land, river, and sea of the packaging littered after consumption of the items. Whom to blame for the same is a debatable point of discussion. Is it the plastic itself, or the brand owners who use them, or the authorities who are responsible for solid waste management, or the consumers who litter them? Per capita consumption of plastic in India is about 11 kg per year, against world average of 28 kg. Thus offering a big scope to boost plastic consumption. In West Bengal, the per capita consumption is further low, which is around 6 kg per year. Eastern India as a market is outpacing the rest of the country in terms of growth of polymer processing industry. We envisage a healthy 12 to 15% annual compounded growth rate for polymer processing in coming years in Eastern India, compared to national growth rate of 10%. It is fueled by rising per capita consumption as well as shifting of the manufacturing base to local, providing significant investment opportunities in plastic sector. Eastern India is the biggest consumer of plastic products in India after Northern India, and a significant part of the same, around 60% is brought from other parts of India, and 10%, that is around 50%, and 10% is imported. It is envisaged that plastic sector will witness an investment of 3,000 crore in coming 3 years in processing units in West Bengal, employing more than 2 lakh additional people and contributing 20,000 crore to the state GDP. Plastic also offers plenty of opportunity for export sectors too. India is exporting plastic goods worth $12 billion to more than 150 countries worldwide. With China plus one policy of the major developed countries, the rate of export growth is going to be very high, mainly in the finished plastic goods sector. Government of India and West Bengal government has taken several initiatives to reduce the plastic pollution. They have banned many single-use plastic items which are non-collectible and hence non-recyclable, and which are major cause of visual pollution of plastics. Government is promoting use of compostable and biodegradable plastic material for manufacturing those items which are banned single-use plastic items. Government also implemented end producers responsibility guidelines in 2022 under the Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. This has opened many opportunities for alternative to banned plastic products from biopolymers, compostable, and biodegradable polymers. This has also opened opportunities for the plastic recycling industry, both mechanical and chemical. Lot of investment will flow in recycling industry due to government guidelines worldwide, including India. IPF is organizing its 10th edition of InPlus 25, largest B2B sector specific exhibition scheduled from 28th February to 3rd March 2025 at Visbangla Mela Prangan. It will present an opportunity to potential entrepreneurs who wish to enter the plastic industry and interact with the machinery, raw material, mold, dye, additive, master batch, manufacture finished good products made from plastic as well as recycling technologies. It will also offer opportunities to understand the policies and focus areas of the local government. It will also provide an ideal platform to plan investment strategy for the investment in plastic sector. In the end, I would like to state that plastic is totally green and with its responsible use. And plastic is the future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for your address and best wishes for InPlus 2025. May I now request Shri Devashri Dattagupta, Chairman, Eastern Region, Indian Chemical Council, to kindly address the gathering, please.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. Honorable Minister Muhammad Ghulam Rabbani, distinguished guests and industry leaders on both sides of the dais, reading from the Indian Chemical Council. I would not take much of your time, as I know that we are eager to listen to the Minister and our seniors from the government regarding their views on today's topic. I also thank MCCI for having us on board. Indian Chemical Council, I would be failing actually in my duties to let you know a little bit about what Indian Chemical Council is all about. As you know, ICC is the apex national body representing all sectors of chemical and allied industries, which includes all the chemical industries, including pharmaceuticals. That is my area of work. Founded as the Indian Chemical Manufacturers Association way back in 16th July 1938 by Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy and Dr. V.D. Amin, along with a group of industrialists in Kolkata. The Indian Chemical Council, that is known right now, has been representing the interests of its members, member companies for more than 8 decades. Now, the ICC actually also works in other areas as well. It has been a focal point of contact for the Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, both in the center and in all states, in the matters related to formations of various policies and standards. The governments at the center and the states and various national and international agencies work very closely with ICC with regard to formations of policy, of framework towards the development of the chemical and petrochemical industries. Now, ICC with initiatives such as nicer globe and responsible care has been trying to make sure that its member companies are in full compliance with the laws of the land and that they contribute to the greater cause of sustainability and the cause of environment protection. Now, as the seniors who have spoken before have given all of the necessary details regarding the chemical industry, especially for plastics, I would not go into detail on that. But on behalf of the pharmaceutical industry, which I represent the healthcare industry in ICC, I can tell you one thing, that we are also very privileged to play a part in sustainability and environmental cause, which is very important. And I was speaking to a few of the attendees and the members of MCCI today, and I think that it is very important that all the players in our chemical industry, it's a very big responsibility for us to make sure that we are very strict with compliance. It is very important. I know it is not very easy, it is cost intensive, but it is for a cause that is, I think, for utmost importance at these times. It is very, very important. So I will not go into a lot of details, but I wish everybody all the very best and thank MCCI for organizing this, because discussing about this issue and spreading knowledge is the best way to go forward. So thank you so much and have a good time.
Thank you, sir, for your address. May I now request our respected guest of honor, Dr. Kalyan Rudra, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, to kindly address the August gathering, please. No.
The program written on my table says that I'll be the teacher of the last period, but I'm little promoted. Yes, the issue is very important. I am grateful to this chamber for inviting me to talk on this important issue. Leo Baekeland invented plastic in possibly 1908, and it has changed our lifestyle. If you look at the history of the human civilization, historians have divided it into several parts, starting from Paleolithic period, Neolithic period, Copper Age, Iron Age, etc. If anyone writes the history of human society right at this time, it will be the era of plastic. You start your lifestyle with a toothbrush and end at the day with several uses, all plastics, starting from my spec, those camera, everything. West Bengal generate more than 3 lakh tons of plastic waste every year. Issue is that my predecessor has already said that it has many qualities. 2 important qualities are: it is water resistant, it is light, and it can be given any shape. Problem is that the way you are using the plastics and the chemicals, that is sometimes dangerous. A study made in Europe says that 85% of the tap water in many parts of the Europe having microplastic. It is not India, it is in Europe, and it is also in Australia. If you just throw away plastics, it is gradually disintegrated and leads to microplastic, and you start to inhale it. And the global study says that human being, even in Europe, an advanced country, consuming through water and through the air about 250 grams of microplastic every year. Believe me, this is global data. In 1960s, India switched over from organic to chemical agriculture. We use more and more chemical fertilizers, pesticides, etc. Obviously, at that point of time, we used to cultivate 22 million hectares of land. Now we cultivate about 140 million hectares of land. Our food production has increased from about 80 million tons to more than 330 million tons right at this moment. But the stress on environment was enormous. Global data says that since 1970s, the species population have declined more than 68% in the last 50 years or so. During the same time, human population has doubled. Stress on environment, you just imagine. Our resource is limited, and our per capita water or per capita land declining at a faster rate. And the waste we generate, that is created huge piles. In West Bengal, we have so far created 107 legacy dump sites. One such in Dhapa, other at Pramod Nagar, and in many other parts of Bengal. And that leads to methane emission, polluting the air which you breathe. That even contaminates the groundwater. Government of India has declared a long list of 131 cities which are declared as non-attainment cities, meaning air quality is not fit for breathing, during the winter months. More than 300 rivers, including the Ganga, are declared as polluted river. Our ecological footprint, nature has a limit to give us. Our ecological footprint, you are raising the question of sustainability. Our ecological footprint, the sustainable limit is 1.7 global hectare. While right at this moment, our ecological footprint has exceeded 2.6 global hectare. That means we are living, exploiting the natural capital stock, our groundwater, our forest resource, our soil, everything is at fast degraded. So issue is we can't discard plastic from our lifestyle. It is not possible, that I understand. But we who are using, just where we are throwing. I live in an area where little well-to-do people are living. They have lost the habit of going to the market with a bag. They go to the market, take the plastic carry bag, be it 120 microns or so, and ultimately throw it away. And it will remain in soil and air for more than 1,000 years. Our ocean has created some dead zone, possibly you know, and this plastic is gradually entering into our food chain. It is not the plastic which we should blame. We should blame us, the mode of use which we have practiced here. We shall have to understand that it is not sustainable. So plastic waste is also resource that we have started under the order of the Honorable Green Tribunal. We are trying to convert this waste. Say if you go to Dhaka, what kind of waste you will find? This city generates more than 4,000 tons of waste every day. That goes to Dhaka. That includes your domestic waste, organic waste, electronic waste, plastic waste, construction demolition waste, and many other kind of waste. Even sometimes biomedical waste are going there. So we have initiated the program of recycling the waste. And there is a circular economy in this. We need to practice this. We need to understand that this waste, say plastic is ultimately, we have to understand it is a petroleum byproduct. I have been to CMRI, Durgapur, is a premier research institute. They are working on RDF, refuse derived fuel. That can be one way of recycling it. And they are also, they have created a kind of fuel extracted from this plastic waste. So we need to understand that the plastic waste, what we call waste, that should be treated as a resource. That is the only way of making our lifestyle sustainable. What is the call of this meeting, I understand. So let us try, just at the end, I had been a teacher for more than 3 decades. Just imagine the plastic waste we are generating today. We could easily go for a dispenser and save water on the glass. Let us change some of the habit. With these few words, thank you all for your patient hearing.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our respected guest of honor, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, IPS, Member Secretary, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, to kindly address the gathering, please.
Respected Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani, Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of West Bengal, Dr. Kalyan Rudra, Chairman, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, Mr. Debarshi Dattagupta, Chairman of Eastern Region Indian Chemical Council, Sri Namit Bajoria, President MCCI, Sri Abhishek Agrawal, Chairman Council, on plastic and chemical, and Sri Lalit Agarwal ji, and Abhishek Himmat Singhal ji, and the guest dignitaries who are off the dais. I'm really thankful to the MCCI for inviting me and to interact with you all on this important topic of plastic. As I'm told, most of the people present are from the plastic industries, plastic and chemical industry. And as our chairman, sir, has said, that plastic is one of the most important innovation which we have seen in our lifetime. This is one product which is very cheap, which can be converted into any shape, size, which can be broken into any shape or size, which can be recycled thousands of times and used. By this, if we see that even those who have innovated, they also perhaps could not visualize that one of the most important innovation would get converted into a menace. And that is what it has become. It is not that the plastic is bad. It is the irresponsible way of usage of plastic that is really leading to this kind of problem. And it is very rightly said that we only ourselves are to be blamed for this. Today, if we see that more than 1.27 crore ton of plastic waste is reaching to the sea. It is estimated that by the year 2050, there would be more plastic in the sea than the fish, by weight maybe. Another important thing is that plastic waste, the way it is being used, the total plastic waste generated is approximately 10% or more of the total waste generated by us. Every single minute, 10 lakh water bottles are being purchased. Every year, more than 500 billion carry bags are being used, plastic carry bags. Plastic is reaching, 67% of the fishes are supposed to be contaminated with the plastic waste. As said by Dr. Kalyan Rudra, the microplastic is reaching to our tap waters, it is reaching to the vegetables, and the impact, we all can see the kind of impact which is happening. Irresponsible usage, discarding, irresponsible way, the way are dealing with it, that is the only thing which is causing this kind of problem. Even in the chemical sector, we are seeing the Vidyadhari river where the dyeing and bleaching industries are located. The way the untreated waste is being discharged and the way it has killed all the fishes in this river, and it has become a kind of Ganda Nala where all these kind of things are there. And this kind of thing is reaching to the vegetables. And then we should not be surprised that why the cancer is spreading in the society in such a larger proportion. Because it is the same chemical that we are discharging. The same water is being used by some farmers for growing vegetables. And then the same vegetables are being consumed by us. And the harmful effects are there for each of us to see. Definitely, some changes are required to be done. While we were discussing with the officials of MCCI that all the industries, what I have found, that all the industries are more than willing to implement the good practices. It is not that the Pollution Control Board alone is trying to do something great and all other industrialist people, they are only trying to pollute and do whatever wrong things. No, it is not like that. I can say with certainty that most of you are very sincere. Most of you want that how you can responsibly deal with this, how to remain competitive also in the market, and all these things we have to devise together. One small thing that come to my mind, that plastic waste, why it is being thrown away just like this? Have you ever seen in any house, that whatever newspaper or magazine which is delivered at home, it is thrown in the dustbin by the evening? Does it happen? No. In every household, the newspaper, magazines are kept at a particular designated place, and then it will be given to kabadiwala or whosoever at the month end or something. It is not money, but because we know there is money into this. Why the same thing is not true with the plastic? Can we as an industrial captain, can we do one small thing? Like on the pouch, milk pouch, can we also print 3 prices? If you give it back, say, it's not assuming, I'm just assuming the pricing. If you give the milk pouch back, torn, where the head cover is also cut and it is not washed, 10 paisa, cap is kept, 15 paisa, and it is clean, then 20 paisa. I am assuring you that our ladies, they are so brilliant. They are Griha Lakshmis. They know there is price into it, they will not throw it. So we have to devise methods that this can be done this way, and everybody will get motivated, whether it is shampoo bottle, something else, everywhere if the price tag is given. If you know there is price to this, then it can be done. We are trying to come up with an innovative app for this. We were trying to do this. We are also looking for good people who are equally zealous with this kind of idea. Then we can definitely do this. Now we are doing, what kind of things we are doing? In isolated manner, West Bengal Pollution Control Board, we are focusing more upon biodegradable plastic, conducting raid upon the single-use plastic seller who are selling less than 120 micron, creating some kind of fear among them. Also, like giving jute bags to people. Now, recently we have installed the cloth bag vending machine in different markets, so that people, those who, like Chairman Sahab was saying, that people have forgotten the habit of coming with the cloth bag or some bag from home. So those who forget, just in 10 rupees subsidized price, we are providing them a cloth bag. Just you put 10 rupees coin, it will come. You pay by UPI, the bag will come. So this kind of thing we are doing, but this is not enough. More things are required to be done. What we were discussing, many sectors of the government, they also work in isolated manner. How? Recently, SEBI has come up with a guideline. The top 1,000 companies of India, listed companies, they will have to submit the ESG compliance report. Now this ESG compliance report, in one of which is environment, sustainability, which is the topic of today's discussion also, they have some different ideas of environment and sustainability. In their own way they have understood it. And when we see the report, what kind of report are being generated, and this compliance report is to be submitted not only for those top 1,000 industries, 1,000 companies, but by their each and every value chain partner, whether it's supplier or buyer or whatever. Value chain partner, they have to submit this compliance report. That means lakhs of people will have to submit. So if that be the case, we have small things that can be looked for in the environment. Whether you have the consent from the Pollution Control Board, whether you have the liquid waste treatment facility, what kind of discharge is happening, whether ETP is installed, whether green area is there, whether solar light is being used, whether rainwater harvesting is being used, and so many other things. There are a large number of things which are to be done. So this, by complying to this, if we get those kind of information from the SEBI, this report also, we will be writing, because now recently we have given a study to one of the research group, that what kind of thing we are looking for, what kind of thing they are providing. If this bridge can be, this gap can be bridged, then definitely we will take it up with SEBI also and will impress upon them that this is what is required to be done in this ESG compliance report. So that is what we want to do. One more recent innovation we have come up, which we are going to implement in a few days' time, maybe 2-3 months' time. That is, we are procuring a machine which can convert the mixed waste, including the plastic waste, mixed domestic waste, into RDF. And if that RDF can be generated, we have seen, theoretically we have seen, it has been implemented in a few states, that the calorific value of the RDF, that is around 3000 GCV, so that is fair enough. That can be taken by the power generating power plants also, many other units also, and that way we can solve this problem. Many air pollution related problem also, kind of, which Chairman Sir was saying, is happening because of the kind of material which they use, and we are doing so many innovative things in that also. So what we want basically from you, to you all, our message is very simple. I am very sure that alone we cannot do it. We can do it only if you all join hands with us. If you come with us, we can definitely do wonders, because together we can really achieve it. And I know it for sure that all of you also have the same kind of fire in you, that it should be done. It should, that everybody want to contribute to this sustainability, everybody want to contribute to this reducing the pollution and things like that. What is said, सिर्फ बातें करना ही हमारा मकसद नहीं, सिर्फ बातें करना ही हमारा मकसद नहीं, पर्यावरण की बंगाल में तस्वीर बदलनी चाहिए। सिर्फ बातें करना ही हमारा मकसद नहीं, पर्यावरण की बंगाल में तस्वीर बदलनी चाहिए। मेरे सीने में नहीं तो तेरे सीने में सही, जिस जगह भी हो ये आग जलनी चाहिए, जिस जगह भी हो ये आग जलनी चाहिए। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक्स टू।
Thank you so much, Dr. Kumar, for your address. May I now request our respected Chief Guest, Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani, Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of West Bengal, to kindly address the gathering, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is my privilege to be part of Merchants, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Plastic and Chemicals Conclave today. At the outcast, I would like to thank Mr. Namit Bajaria ji, President, Mr. Abhishek Agarwal ji, Chairman, and Mr. Abhishek Himar Singh, Co-Chairman, Council on Plastic and Chemicals of MCCI, for inviting me for this conclave. A few minutes our Abhishek ji was talking to me, कि सर हम लोग बहुत सारे अभिषेक हैं यहाँ. I also like to thank Mr. Lalit Agarwal ji, President, Indian Plastic Federation, and Mr. Devashri Dr. Gupta, Chairman, Eastern Region Indian Chemical Council, for associating with MCCI for successfully organizing the conclave on plastic and chemicals. My special gratitude and thanks to our Member Secretary, Mr. Rajesh Kumar, IPS 90 batch, most efficient officer in my department, and along with Mr. Kalyan Rudra sir. He is myself because he is an eminent professor, and under his guidance we are just working, and he is guided by our Honorable Chief Minister, and I am guided by our Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. So I am very much thankful to Mamata ji and thankful to Kalyan Rudra ji. And besides this, everyone else present in this hall, including media person. Before I move forward, I would like to mention a special acknowledgement to Merchants, Chamber of Commerce and Industry. MCCI is one of the leading chamber of Eastern India, relentlessly working for the betterment of industries in West Bengal. Bengal means business. A business means Bengal. आपको थोड़ी देर हम पीछे लेके चलना चाह रहे हैं, पीछे बिल्कुल। आप देखिएगा जब 16th सेंचुरी में, 17th सेंचुरी में, फर्स्ट सेंचुरी, 7th सेंचुरी में हमारे हिंदुस्तान का इकोनॉमी पूरे ग्लोबली दी लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी कहा जाता था। और वो इकोनॉमी हमारे वेस्ट बंगाल का मैक्सिमम शेयर होता था, वो बंगाल प्रेसिडेंसी होता था उसको। और बंगाल प्रेसिडेंसी सिर्फ नहीं, बंगाल हर वक्त जो है हिंदुस्तान को लीड किया है, चाहे वो फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल हो, चाहे वो बिजनेस की दुनिया में हो। और साथ साथ उनका हम लोगों को सजा कब मिला, स्टार्ट हुआ। और कॉलोनियल जिसका भी रहा है, चाहे वो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट का हो, वो लोग सिर्फ हमारे इकोनॉमी को लूट करके लेके अपने देश के रूप में सजाया। इसके लिए जब तक ये दुनिया कायम रहेगी तब तक जो हम लोग अफसोस रहेगा। और कहावत था कि इंडिया जो है एक सोने का चिड़िया है, लेकिन अफसोस कि जब हमारा जीडीपी 27%, 30% था, वो जब ब्रिटिश छोड़ा इंडिया, जब इंडियन स्ट्रगल स्टार्ट हुआ, उससे हमारा इकोनॉमी पहुंच गया 0 में। और उसको मेकअप देते देते आज जो है बहुत हद तक हम लोग कवर कर चुके हैं, एक रोड मैप हो चुका है। लेकिन फिर 34 इयर्स जब हिंदुस्तान में रेवोल्यूशन स्टार्ट हुआ बिजनेस का, चाहे वो मल्टीनेशनल्स हो, चाहे वो ग्रेट चुक्ति हो, चाहे फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स हो, उस वक्त जो है हमारे वो रिजिम 34 इयर्स का रिजिम, एंड आई कॉल दैट इज ब्लैक ईयर्स। क्यों? हम ये जानते थे कि कलकत्ता, बंगाल हर चीज में आगे। What Bengal thinks today, rest of India will think tomorrow. It is a proverb. Everybody believes. लेकिन ये 34 इयर्स में हम लोग सब कुछ रहने के बाद भी हम बैक चले गए। लेकिन मुझे है, आई एम वेरी मच प्राउड ऑफ आवर ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ममता बनर्जी। She emerged with a roadmap, with a vision, and she is leading the state. Now our GSDP is more than Indian GDP. It's our pride. सिर्फ यही नहीं है, और आगे चलिएगा अगर तो फिर देखिएगा आज पूरे हिंदुस्तान में कोई भी ऐसा चीफ मिनिस्टर नहीं है जो हमारे दीदी के तरह, हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ममता बनर्जी की तरह मेहनत करती होगी बिजनेसमैन को हिंदुस्तान से नहीं सिर्फ पूरी दुनिया से जो है यहाँ दावत करके बिजनेस समिट करके जो है लाने की कोशिश करते हैं। और सबसे ज्यादा फैसिलिटीज आज के डेट में बंगाल गवर्नमेंट दे रहे हैं। लेकिन फिर भी मैं एक बात बोलना चाहूंगा, फिर एक ही बात कह रहा हूं मैं कि बंगाल with its strategic location, a skilled workforce and a strong industrial base present significant opportunities for sustainable growth in the plastic and chemical sector. जब जगत से बंगाल में पैदा हो सकता है, हिंदुस्तान में मीर उमर उस्मान पैदा हो सकता है, तो ये प्लास्टिक की दुनिया में भी हम चाहते हैं कोई इस तरह का आप लोग हमारे कलकत्ता में, हमारे बंगाल में इस तरह का कोई काम करे ताकि भारत में हम लोग एक इतिहास कायम कर पाए, एक हिस्ट्री बना पाए। The state under governance of Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has well developed infrastructure which can facilitate the transportation of raw materials and finished products. Additionally, our state has a large consumer base and growing middle class, providing a ready market for products in these sectors. One key opportunity for growth in the plastic sector is the increasing demand for sustainable and eco-friendly packaging solution. With growing awareness about environment issues, there is a shift towards biodegradable and recyclable packaging materials. Companies in our state can capitalize on this trend by investing research and development to develop innovative and sustainable packaging solution. Not only this only, our Kalyan Rabbani, our chairman और राजेश जी, उन्होंने आप लोगों को बताया अभी प्लास्टिक के यूज पर सारी चीजें आप लोगों ने सुना, एंड यू आर मोर रिस्पॉन्सिबल देन द मिनिस्टर, देन द मेंबर सेक्रेटरी, देन द chairman, because you are producing. So how it should be a middle path, middle way to solve all these problems. मैंने देखा कुछ दिन पहले हमको राजेश साहब और हमारा गुलाम साहब बोले एक 10 रुपए का बैग को इनोवेशन करने के लिए, तो मैंने कहा उनको कि हम लोग अभी प्लास्टिक को बंद करना चाह रहे हैं, ये स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं, तो प्लास्टिक प्रोड्यूसर जो है, जो प्लास्टिक के साथ जिसका बिजनेस है, देयर विल बी ऑफेंडेड, बिल्कुल इसका भी जो है सोल्यूशन हम लोग लेके आ रहे हैं। तो सोल्यूशन आज इस मीटिंग में मैं आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू, ऑल ऑफ यू, कि आप लोग थोड़ा सा आगे अगर आइएगा तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि एक सोल्यूशन हम लोग निकाल पाएंगे। आज सिर्फ हम लोग, वो बोले राजेश जी, सिर्फ बात करने से नहीं होता है या सुनने से भी नहीं होता है, उस पर अमल होना चाहिए। In the chemical sector, there is growing demand for especially chemicals used in various industries such as pharmaceutical, agriculture, leather and textile. A few days ago, I went to Bardhaman with our chairman sir and Mr. Rajesh ji. We just went to rice mill. Rice mill ছিল না, আমরা রাইস মিলেতে গেছিলাম। ওখানে বললাম যে ভাই এই জলটা কোথায় যাবে, এই জলটা যদি এই জলটা সর্বনাশ করে দিবে। তারপরে আপনার খড়গপুরের কিছু প্রফেসর, ম্যানেজমেন্ট সবাই এসেছিলেন, ওরা একটা সলিউশন বার করে ওটিপি বোধহয় এটা লাগানো হয়েছে। ম্যাক্সিমাম আমরা চেষ্টা করছি এনভায়রনমেন্টকে বাঁচানোর জন্য। আর আমি জানি ভালো করে, আমি আমার গভর্নমেন্টের প্রাউড, আমার বোর্ডের উপর ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল পলিউশন কন্ট্রোল বোর্ডের আমি প্রাউড করছি, গর্ব করি যে আজকে ওরা একটা আমাদের দপ্তর থেকে একটা ইতিহাস তৈরি করেছে সারা ভারতে, শুধু সারা ভারতে নয়, অনেকগুলো কান্ট্রিতে। আমাদের যেটা पॉल्यूशन একটু आगे चेयरमैन से बोलने बजोरिया जी कि सर आप लोग तो बहुत फाइट कर रहे हैं अपने एनवायरनमेंट को बचाने के लिए। पॉल्यूशन सबसे ज्यादा कम जो है वेस्ट बंगाल में है। वेस्ट बंगाल हर वक्त जो है लीड किया है भारत को, हिंदुस्तान को, इसमें भी लीड हम लोग कर रहे हैं और आप लोग का कॉपरेशन चाहिए। तो उन्होंने बोले कि सर हम विल फुल्ली कॉपरेट विद सर। West Bengal's proximity to major markets in India and Southeast Asia can provide a competitive advantage for companies looking to expand their presence in these sectors. Additionally, under guidance of Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, the government focused on promoting industrial growth through incentives and subsidies can further support the growth of the plastic chemical industries in West Bengal. While the plastic and chemical sector in West Bengal present significant growth opportunities, it is crucial to address the issue of pollution control to ensure sustainable development. Both industries are well known to have environmental impacts, including air, water pollution, waste generation, and greenhouses gas emission. Therefore, integrating pollution control board measure into the growth strategy of these sectors is essential for long-term sustainability. One approach to promoting sustainable growth in the plastic and chemicals sector while addressing pollution control board is to invest in the green technologies and best practices. Another important aspect of pollution control in this sector is regulatory compliance. আর আমরা রেগুলেটরি কমপ্লায়েন্সের জন্য 83 যারা মনিটরিং রুল লাগাইছে, আমি আমার নিজের ব্লকে, ওরা আমার ব্লকে লাগিয়েছেন ওরা, আমি দেখলাম লোকগুলো দেখে আশ্চর্য হয়ে গেছে যে আমরা ইয়েরটাকে এখান থেকে মনিটর করতে পারছি, আমরা সাউন্ডটাকে মনিটর করতে পারছি। আর পূজার সময় যখনই বেশি কিছু হয়, অ্যাপ দেওয়া আছে, কমপ্লেন চলে আসে, পুলিশকে আমরা বলে দিই, পুলিশ গিয়ে একটু সাউন্ডকে ধামা করার জন্য বলি। তো যার জন্য দিস ইজ দ্য বেস্ট ওয়ে টু কন্ট্রোল দি নয়েজ পলিউশন and air pollution. With the plastic chemical sector in West Bengal presents significant growth opportunities. It is crucial to address the issue of pollution control to ensure sustainable development. Both industries are known to have environmental impact, including air and water pollution, waste generation and greenhouses gas emission. Gas is one of the we just provided smokeless chula, where smoke cannot be seen. Smoke the maximum pollution pollute করে এরটাকে, ওটা আমরা ব্যবস্থা নিই। কমপক্ষে 2000 smokeless chula আমরা ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করেছি, 4000। One approach to promoting sustainable growth in the plastic and chemicals sector while addressing pollution control is to invest green technologies and practices. Another important aspect to pollution control in the sector is regulatory compliance. The government of West Bengal has established environmental regulation and a standard to control pollution from industries. Companies operating in the plastics and chemical sector must ensure compliance with these regulation and invest in pollution control technology to meet environmental standards. Collaboration between industry, government and civil society. এটা ভালো জিনিস, যদি আমরা তিনজন মিলে এগুলোকে কন্ট্রোল করার আমরা চেষ্টা করি, অবশ্যই আফটার সাম টাইম ইট উইল বি বিউটিফুলি কন্ট্রোলড। কিন্তু আমরা যদি ইরেসপন্সিবল হয়ে যাই তাহলে তো মুশকিল হবে। দ্যাটস ওয়াই all of you are most responsible person are sitting here. So I pay my salute to everybody to control all this thing. And civil society is also essential for effective pollution control in plastic and chemical sector. Stakeholders can work together to develop sustainable practices, share best practices, and promote environmental awareness with industry and community. By integrating pollution control measures into the growth strategies, companies can achieve sustainable growth and also contribute to environmental protection and create a healthier and cleaner environment for future generation. आज हम लोग जो भी यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, हम लोग आधी जिंदगी क्या 70% जिंदगी अपना इंतजाम कर लिए हैं, एंजॉय कर चुके हैं। ओनली 10% किसी का 20%, किसी का 30% बाकी है। जो भी हम लोग सोचते हैं अभी हमारे आल औलाद के लिए, अगले जनरेशन के लिए, अपने बच्चों के लिए, उसके लिए हम क्या छोड़ के जाएंगे, उसके लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं। These are more we are more in this regard. Overall, West Bengal under the able leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee offers a conducive business environment for the plastic and chemical sectors with ample opportunities for sustainable growth by leveraging its strength in infrastructure, skilled force and market access. Companies in this sector can tap into the state's potential and contribute to its economic development. और मैं थोड़ी देर पहले बोला था आप लोगों को कि मैं पीछे थोड़ा लेके जाऊंगा। एक टाइम जब था हम बंगाल के बारे में बात करें तो यहाँ उस वक्त जो है हमारा लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी कैसे हुआ, जूट, सिल्क, इंडिगो, उसके बाद जो है आपका साल्वियर, ये सारी चीज उस जमाने में डायरेक्ट यूरोप हम लोग भेजते थे, डायरेक्ट यूरोप। और उस वक्त यूरोप का कंसेप्ट 16th सेंचुरी में 17th सेंचुरी में कैसे आया था, लेकिन आज हम 2024 में हम लोग हैं। आज जो है हम लोग पीछे हो गए थोड़ा सा, कोविड की वजह से। तो 2 साल जो है हमारे लिए बहुत भयानक गुजरा है, लेकिन मैं फिर भी आप लोगों को कहूँगा कि आज के डेट में बंगाल से ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटी बिजनेस के लिए, चाहे वो प्लास्टिक की दुनिया हो, चाहे और किसी की दुनिया हो, इससे ज़्यादा जो है आज पूरे हिंदुस्तान में कहीं नहीं है। जिस तरह से हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर बिजनेसमैन को लव करती है, बिजनेसमैन को इंक्रेज करती है, ये जो है एक एग्जाम्पल पूरे हिंदुस्तान में है। इसलिए आप लोगों से एक तो रिक्वेस्ट है हमारा कि जैसे भी हो हम बंगाल को आगे कैसे लेके जाएं। हम हिंदुस्तान, बंगाल आगे जाएगा तो हमारा हिंदुस्तान आगे जाएगा, बंगाल अच्छा होगा हमारा हिंदुस्तान अच्छा होगा। लेकिन सारी चीजें होने के बाद में आज कलकत्ता को कहा गया है मोस्ट सेफेस्ट सिटी फॉर होम, फॉर द वुमेन, फॉर द बिजनेसमैन। लेकिन दूसरे जगह ये सब बहुत ज्यादा और सबसे बड़ी बात है, आज स्ट्राइक होता है क्या? आज बंद होता है क्या? आज हड़ताल होता है? हम जब बच्चे थे, पढ़ रहे थे, तो सुनता था कि सारे बंगाल के बिजनेसमैन चले जा रहे हैं मुंबई, 80s वगैरह में, 75 वगैरह में, 85 वगैरह में। क्यों भाई? एक ही बात सुनते थे कि आज स्ट्राइक हो रहा है, हड़ताल हो रहा है, सारे बिजनेसमैन पसंद होकर परेशान होकर चले जा रहा है बॉम्बे, चले जा रहा है कोई आपका दिल्ली, कोई चले जा रहा है चेन्नई। और जबकि कलकत्ता was and is considered to be the most natural city in our India. Why? Calcutta is not established. It was established before Delhi, before Mumbai, before Chennai. लेकिन आज नेशनल सिटी ये 34 इयर्स का डिस्प्यूट, ब्लैक इयर्स हमको थोड़ा पीछे की तरफ धकेला है। लेकिन आप लोगों से मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि बिजनेस इज बैकबोन ऑफ ए नेशन, business backbone of a state. All you are businessmen, so you go ahead and I will help from my department, from my officer, from office, from DD. So बहुत देर बोल दिए, शायद बहुत ज्यादा बोल। आप लोग 1 घंटा, 1.5 घंटा, 2 घंटा सुनने के बाद लोग जो बोरी हो जाते हैं सुनते सुनते। तो ओके, wonderful, all of you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, sir, for addressing this august house. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have an open house and interaction session with the Honorable Minister and other distinguished dignitaries on the dais. I request Shri Namit Bajoria, President MCCI, to kindly moderate this session and request distinguished delegates to kindly raise their hands if they have any questions to ask the dignitaries on the dais.
Thank you, Subrato. I think in the interest of time, please ask directly questions so that they can answer them. And also please, with whom you are addressing.
We are coming from pharmaceutical industry and chemicals for medicine production. Actually, my question is, if Pollution Control Board arrange some training program to us as a MSME, the pharmaceutical industry, it will be great help for us.
Good idea.
Okay, sir.
আপনি আপনি ভালো কোশ্চেন করেছেন। আমার চেয়ারম্যানও আছেন এখানে, আমার এমএসও আছেন। both of them will cooperate you. You don't worry about this. Must you give us suggestion? Yes, sir, this is our suggestion. Give us, you will do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next question. Anybody else who wants to?
Good evening, honored guests. I have a question. I am from the garment industry and we make plastics for packaging mostly. And now what has happened is because of this micro, so what is happening in the same cost, we are getting much lesser quantity. Definitely we support that. But what is happening not only the plastics, even from the paper side, which is not part of this, also these dyes, that all the costs are going up. On the contrary,
because of competition, the selling price is going down. It is getting more and more discounted. Where I can get some advice how to balance this or some guidance, how I can, I'm totally in favor of sustainability, but how to manage this thing, because it is getting more and more difficult with coming times.
Okay,
আপনি বলে দেন যদি স্ট্যান্ডিং ফোন করেন।
you just negotiate with our office, with Anjan Fosdar is here, our chief engineer. He will cooperate you and most welcome your question.
চলো হ্যাঁ বলুন।
Yeah, further, anybody else? Yeah, last.
নমস্কার স্যার, আমার নাম সুবীর দাস। আমার একটা প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে আমরা আগামী ডিসেম্বর মাসে একটা ট্রেড ফেয়ার করতে যাচ্ছি। তো ট্রেড ফেয়ারে আমরা প্লাস্টিকের মানে যে প্যাকেটগুলো হয় তার পরিবর্তে কি ব্যবহার করতে পারি?
ভাই প্যাকেট কোনটা প্যাকেট আপনি বলছেন? খাবার
না, খাবার শুধু নয়, আমাদের এই যে আর্টিজেন যারা আছে বা যারা ম্যানুফ্যাকচারার আছে তারা যে প্যাকেট করে যে জিনিসগুলো গ্রাহকদের দেয়, সেই প্যাকেটগুলো আমরা প্লাস্টিক চাইছি না, প্লাস্টিকের
ঠিক আছে, ওর অনেক অল্টারনেটিভ যেটা বার করা হয়েছে। আমি যেটা আগেও বললাম, আমাদের অনারেবল মিনিস্টার সাহেব যেটা বললেন, আমাদের দুজন অফিসার আপনাদের মধ্যে বসে আছেন, চিফ ইঞ্জিনিয়ার মিস্টার স্বরূপ মন্ডল আর আমাদের এনভায়রনমেন্টাল ইঞ্জিনিয়ার অঞ্জন ফৌজদার, এই দুজনেরই নাম্বার আপনারা নিয়ে নেবেন। ওনার কাছে কোনটা অল্টারনেটিভ জিনিস যেটা অ্যালাউড আছে পুরো লিস্ট ওদের কাছে রয়েছে, কারা ম্যানুফ্যাকচার করছে তাই সেটাও ওদের কাছে আছে। আপনি ওনার সঙ্গে যোগাযোগ করে পুরো ডিটেলটা পেয়ে যাবেন। যে আগে ফার্মাসিউটিক্যালের যে ট্রেনিং সম্বন্ধেও যিনি কথা বলছিলেন, উনিও যেন অঞ্জন ফৌজদার সাহেবের সঙ্গে কথা বলে নেবেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Anybody else? Yeah. I think let me speak then. No, I'm saying somebody is there. Then after that. Thank you.
আমার নাম গুলাম রাব্বানি, আমি কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের অবসরপ্রাপ্ত রসায়ন বিভাগের অধ্যাপক। আমার অনেক বয়স, I have completed 87 years of my life. আমি বহুদিন এই শহরে আছি এবং সম্মানীয় কল্যাণ মহাশয় সকলেই আমার পরিচিত। আমি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল পলিউশন কন্ট্রোল বোর্ডের সঙ্গে জড়িত ছিলাম। শহরের কিছু উন্নতি লক্ষ্য করা যায়। আমার প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে, আমি গ্রামে বসবাস করি, কিছু গ্রামে আইন মানা হয় না। এখানে যেভাবেই হোক যেটা কিছুটা আইন এখানে মানা হয়, যার ফলে পরিস্থিতির উন্নতি এখানে আমি দেখতে পাই। বিশেষ করে পুজোর সময় যে বাজি পোড়ানো, যেগুলো পরিবেশ অত্যন্তভাবে ক্ষতি করে, সেগুলো এখানে উন্নতি কিছু দেখতে পাই, কিন্তু গ্রামে আইন একদম মানা হয় না। আমার অনুরোধ যে আপনারা গ্রামের কথা একটু চিন্তা করুন, যাতে সেখানে মানুষের জনশিক্ষার প্রসার ঘটে এবং কিছু আইন সেখানে প্রয়োগ করা হয়, যাতে গ্রামের পরিবেশের উন্নতি হয়। এই আমার বক্তব্য।
স্যার আপনি, হ্যাঁ, এটা তো আমার মনে হয়
আপনি ভালো
বলুন। হ্যাঁ
স্যার নমস্কার স্যার, আপনি আমাদের অত্যন্ত শ্রদ্ধেয় রবীন্দ্র চলে গেলেন, তারপরে আপনি শতায়ু হন, এটা আমার প্রথম প্রার্থনা। এটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা অনারেবল মিনিস্টারও জানেন, আমরা একটা মিশন লাইফ বলে একটা প্রোগ্রাম লঞ্চ করা হয়েছে, কান্ট্রি ওয়াইড লঞ্চ করা হয়েছে। সেটার মূল বিষয়টা হচ্ছে লাইফস্টাইল চেঞ্জ ফর এনভায়রনমেন্ট। এই প্রোগ্রামগুলো কিন্তু আমরা সবগুলো গ্রামে করেছি। স্যার আপনি যদি আমার সাথে এগ্রি করবেন যে আমাদের মতো গুরুদের দিয়ে খুব একটা কিছু হবে না। আমাদের টার্গেট অডিয়েন্স হচ্ছে স্কুল কলেজের বাচ্চারা। এখন আমরা অনারেবল মিনিস্টারের যে ফার্থেস্ট কর্নারে নর্থ বেঙ্গলে তার গ্রামেও আমরা গেছিলাম। আমরা কাশিয়ান থেকে এবং একেবারে ইন্দো বাংলাদেশ বর্ডারে যে লাস্ট যে সেটেলমেন্ট আছে সুন্দরবনে সেই পর্যন্ত সোফার আমরা 18টা করেছি। আগামী 18-19 জুলাই আমাদের নেক্সট প্রোগ্রামটা ঝাড়গ্রামে। ফলে এগুলো কিন্তু আমরা শহরে একদমই করছি না স্যার। তবে আপনি তো বোঝেন যে একটা লম্বা রাস্তা আমাদের হাঁটতে হচ্ছে। সেটা হচ্ছে যে খুব কঠিন লোকের হ্যাবিটগুলোকে চেঞ্জ করা, সবচেয়ে কঠিন কাজ বোধহয় লোকের হ্যাবিট চেঞ্জ করা। সেই জন্য আমরা চেষ্টা করছি যে বাচ্চাদের মধ্যে থেকে এই অ্যাওয়ারনেসটা জেনারেট করা। তো আপনার এই পরামর্শটার জন্য স্যার আমি আপনাকে অত্যন্ত ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আমার খুব মনে থাকবে যে আপনি আজকে এখানে কি বললেন এত বড় অডিয়েন্সের সামনে। আমরা নিশ্চয়ই আপনার পরামর্শ মেনে চলবো।
অনেক ধন্যবাদ।
আমি আপনাকে আপনার জন্য আই এম রিয়েলি প্রেইং টু গড টু পাস 100 years at least.
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
Next, last question. And,
I represent a NGO called Jamlis. I have been in touch with our chairman, Sir Dr. Ghulam Rabbani, for quite some time on this issue. Now, my observations I would like to speak on first, and then ask the senior members of this August gathering to so that we can take this challenge or face this challenge of plastic. Firstly, our organization works for wildlife and environment conservation. Once I have been to Kerala's Periyar Tiger Reserve. Next to the Tiger Reserve, there is a recycling plant. Whenever tourists coming to the Tiger Reserve is found to carry any plastic item, it has to be confiscated by the forest department staff. And later they take these plastic bags and bottles like substances to the recycling plant. And they come out with unique products that they sell again to the tourists, like paperweight, like flower vase, many such things. So they don't allow the plastic to go beyond the gate of the forest protected area. So can we start one such thing as your industry campaigns, as your program that is eco-friendly approach to conserve nature and sustainability? That can be done. Secondly, there is a big house in South India. They are also an NGO. What they do, they carry a big project in collecting the plastic from the water bodies. It's a floating boat and it has a roller. It picks up the plastics wherever it is congested and takes it back to the recycling plant. So these are the things that we can also use here, because plastic is here to stay. Plastic we cannot really wish away. So this is this, and that Dr. Rudra several times pointed out that he is trying his best to include this sustainable lifestyle into the school program, the school education curricula. That is the first and foremost thing that we should go ahead with.
thank you.
Thank you.
নমস্কার স্যার, আমি মিতা দত্ত ইঞ্জিনিয়ার্স কনসোর্টিয়াম থেকে এসেছি। তো আমি না রোটারি ক্লাবের সঙ্গেও ইনভলভ আছি। তো আমরা গ্রামেতে কিছু প্রজেক্ট করছিলাম, সেটা হলো প্লাস্টিকের এত বেশি পলিউশন বেড়ে গেছে, আমরা সেটার মানে অল্টারনেট পেতে আমরা কিছু কাপড়ের জুট ব্যাগ কিছু কম টাকাতে ম্যানুফ্যাকচার করাচ্ছিলাম কিছু গ্রামেরই লোককে দিয়ে, তাদের কিছু কর্মসংস্থান হচ্ছিল। আর তো ওটা করতে গিয়ে আমরা দেখছি যে অনেক টাকা অনেকটা ইনভেস্ট বেশি হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যেটা সবসময় করা সম্ভব হচ্ছে না। তো আপনারা তো বললেন যে প্লাস্টিকটার ব্যবহার না করতে, আমরাও বুঝতে পারছি সেটা করা উচিত না, কিন্তু প্লাস্টিকটা ছাড়া এত মানে কম টাকায় পুরোপুরি ব্যাপারটা ম্যানেজ করা সম্ভব হচ্ছে না, যে কারণে আমরা চাইছি যে এটার জন্য কিছু লোকের কর্মসংস্থানও হচ্ছে, কিন্তু এটা মানে আমাদের জন্য আর কি বিয়ার করা মাঝে মধ্যে মুশকিল হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যে আমরা সব ইচ্ছে থাকলেও ওটা করে উঠতে পারছি না। তো এটা কীভাবে কস্টটাকে কন্ট্রোল করা যায়? আর একটা প্রশ্ন আছে, সেটা হলো যে আমার একটা সোলার প্যানেল বসাবার একটা কাজও আমি করি, তো এই প্লাস্টিকটাকে কিভাবে সোলার প্যানেলের মানে কাজেতে ইউজ করা যেতে পারে, সেটা যদি আপনারা আমাদের একটু সাজেশন দেন।
Okay, you please talk to our engineer. He will suggest you.
আপনি বলতে পারেন একটু কথা বলবেন। So okay, just last, yeah. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Myself Naveed Toda. I belong to IT sector. I just want to, I know it's very little time, I just want to have one quick add up to the whole session. Sir, I have a I'm being very humble to this. I have a little suggestion. As we can see, very dignified people over here, government representative over here. Can we have clean Para Drive and waste plastic collection centers every half or 1 kilometer, engaging the local kabadis and local people who are active in the paras? That could make a great difference if we can do that. Thank you, sir.
Nice suggestion. Very good suggestion, I think.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe in a period of time it can be implemented. So now I request our co-chairman Abhishek Himasika to conclude a final vote of thanks.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. After this very engaging and informative session, I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose a hearty vote of thanks to our Honorable Minister Mohammed Ghulam Rabbani, Dr. Kalyan Rudra, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Shri Lalit Agarwal and Shri Datta Gupta for kindly gracing this conclave and sharing their valuable perspectives and observations on the issues surrounding the plastic and chemical industries and its sustainable growth opportunities in West Bengal. I convey a sincere thanks to those present in today's session. I am grateful to the Indian Chemical Council and Indian Plastics Federation for associating with MCCI for this conclave. I also like to thank the media for their presence and thank our sponsors, Mrs. Hindcorn Chemicals Limited, Current Pipes and Fittings, Sham Steel Industries Limited, and Techno Waxchem Private Limited for supporting this initiative. With these few words, I propose a warm and hearty vote of thanks and request you all to carry it with acclamation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Co-Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the close of the conclave. We request all our dignitaries on the dais, members, guests, and media friends to please join for high tea. Thank you.